weight loss in 2018. America is starting this year with a heavy burden. Maybe some of you are feeling it in your waistlines right now. As recently as this past October, the CDC saying more than 1/3 of our country is not just a little heavy, but downright obese. It's costing us billions of dollars in healthcare. You've heard about that. It's shaving years off of people's lives. Think about that. I mean, I love a good pizza as much as anybody, but it's shaving years off of our lives, and it's just generally bumming us out. So we know we have a problem, even if you're not obese. You know, it's hard to lose weight. And do you even know what to eat anymore? It's like we were told to like avoid fat, and then it was like, oh no, fat's good for you, and then it's like, well, avoid the processed foods. And I don't know. So what are we supposed to do about it? Some answers today, as we reveal the top-ranked diets of 2018, just out this morning. You'll see it for the first time right here from U.S. News and World Report. We'll have that for you in moments, but first, watch this. From the DASH diet to intermittent fasting, and even putting your body in a ketogenic state, dropping the weight may seem more confusing than ever. But Americans are heavier than ever and always looking to shed unwanted pounds, so the diets keep coming. In the U.S., more than 1 in 3 adults is considered obese. The average woman weighs 168.5 pounds, and men tip the scales on average at 195 pounds. Carrying around this extra weight can pose serious health risks: diabetes, heart disease, stroke, even cancer. So with dozens of diets on the market, how do you know which plan will work for you? We've got the skinny on how to take it off today. All right, so we have invited some experts here to help you make the best choices for 2018 and take it off today. Registered dietitian and Women's Health magazine contributor Carrie Glassman is here. Dr. Jennifer Caudle, a family physician and associate professor of osteopathic medicine at Rowan University, and personal trainer and author of the Super Carb Diet, Bob Harper, is with us. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right, so U.S. News and World Report, hot off the presses, we have it. They have announced their top 3 diets for 2018. Number 1, tied actually, I guess, is for number 1 is the Mediterranean diet and the DASH diet. And then in the third position is the flexitarian diet.
Flexitarian.
Yes.
All right, so Mediterranean, I think we've known that one.
We've heard
generally,
about that.
right?
Yeah,
like
for
eat like an
years.
Italian.
And who doesn't want to do that, right?
But basically, it doesn't mean huge hunks of pasta.
No,
right?
It's a balanced diet.
It absolutely is a balanced diet. And the thing I like about it, actually, is that it really is a lifestyle. It's not a hardcore diet. It's really what a diet should be, a change in lifestyle.
Yeah.
And the
Generally,
focus
what do
is
you do?
on- You focus on healthy fats. You focus
Olive
on
oil is in
exactly
there. Olive oil.
avocado. Who doesn't love those foods?
But I like that it's balanced. And as a physician, the Mediterranean diet is something that we've been recommending for years to patients because of its impact on heart health.
But how do you square that with a huge plate of pasta? I mean, when you
Well,
think
nobody's
Italian,
saying
when you
get a
think
whole plate of-
Mediterranean,
Yeah, but
you
you're
think
not
thinking,
saying
pasta?
don't
you're
pasta.
thinking kind of like that old school way of
The good way.
Italian, right?
Yeah.
Well, but what I like about these 3 diets is that they're all pretty similar in the fact that they are balanced, just like you said.
Right.
I remember coming from the world back in the day where diets were so extreme, cutting out like major macronutrients out of your diet. Right. And when I see these top 3 diets, it makes me feel like we're getting smarter. It feels like we are more educated when it comes to what we're eating. And that's why I look at these diets and I go, okay, these aren't diets, just like you were saying.
It's a way of eating.
It's a way of eating.
But what's the DASH? I've never heard of DASH.
So the DASH diet basically reflects the dietary guidelines for Americans. It really just tells us what we kind of have been told forever.
Right.
Is it helpful?
Well,
How is that helpful?
That's
But it
exactly
is.
one of. But that's exactly a very good point.
The food pyramid?
But
and
not
also
the
sodium,
No.
not
it's
the
called-
food.
How are we going to lose
No.
weight doing that?
Well, not the food pyramid anymore, but it does focus on low and non-fat dairy, lean proteins, lots of fruits and vegetables. But you're making a really good point. That's one of the problems is that when people hear that, they just think, okay, whatever, eat,
DASH
eat healthy.
DASH
It's
is
not
also about
necessarily-
like lowering your
hypertension.
right. It's
And this
hypertension,
is what
lowering your
it's called
sodium.
dietary approaches to stop hypertension. That's what DASH stands for. So this diet in particular has lower sodium and higher amounts of calcium, magnesium, and potassium, which helps to lower sodium. So that's why DASH is, even though it's balanced, that's what makes it different.
All right.
And
what
all 3 of
about
those diets are also reducing your red meat. Like it
Right.
seems like all 3 of
You
the
can have-
diets
Okay,
say,
let's
get
can we,
away
just
from.
can we spend a minute on red meat?
Yes.
Right? Because hasn't all the latest trend been more protein, fewer carbs? Right? You need like good carbs, you need lean protein. But what about red meat and how does that factor in? Should we be having that still? How many times a week?
I think so, in moderation.
I absolutely think that there is a place in your diet for high quality red meat. So organic grass-fed meat. And so if that isn't reasonable, and if you can't afford, let's say, organic meat, then what I would say is have it less times and then fill in with healthier types of protein from plant-based sources like beans and canned salmon. So that way you're kind of getting
You
the
actually
best.
have
You're
to
getting
look at what they fed your cow. I mean, it's like you can maybe do it when you shop for your family, but when you go to the fast food restaurant, when you go out and order a steak, I mean, we're supposed to start asking the waiter, like, what did my cow eat before I eat it?
Not necessarily, but then you can still reduce the amounts of times that you're eating.
That's the big carry right on, because that's the big thing, is you don't have to be worrying about what your cow ate, but you need
I'm worried about what my cow ate.
That's
I want to know what my cow ate.
And
I do.
But moderation, just
like 2 times a
don't
week?
eat it. I would say, maybe one
say
or
about
2 times a week, but just not all the time,
And also,
every day.
let's again, what I like about these 3 diets too is they really get us to focus more on whole and real foods.
Yes,
absolutely.
Plant-based,
Yes.
eating a lot of vegetables. It's like you're not going to get fat eating broccoli.
Absolutely.
I know, but there's a
Unless you
reason
put
we
cheese
don't
all
want to eat
over it.
broccoli all the time. Now, wait, Carrie, let me ask you, flexitarian diet. That's number 3 on the list.
So
What is that?
flexitarian, I'm a big fan of it because it actually is similar to what we were just talking about. You are a vegan most of the time. You're eating lots of vegetables and healthy fats from nuts and seeds. But when you want to have maybe a piece of grass-fed steak or even just a piece of steak at a restaurant, or you want to have eggs, you can. So it allows room for these other types of foods without being so hardcore. But it is important because you have to remember a plant-based diet. Men that follow a vegan diet are likely to live or expected to live 9 years longer, and women 6 years longer than their meat-eating counterparts.
Wow.
So that's impressive.
There is a question of happiness. There's a question of happiness, right? Like,
Happiness is a
I think
part
I would miss my burger. I really
Well, but that's why I think it's a good plan, because you are getting the benefits of all the plant
Can I
protein.
say this,
but
though?
also-
I just want to tell our audience. So these are the best 3, according to U.S. News, the best diets: Mediterranean, DASH, and flexitarian. And then you go on and read the report. They say, however, the best weight loss diet is Weight Watchers.
Yes.
So why am I doing a diet if I'm not
the
people
best thing-
diet because they want to lose weight generally.
The best thing about Weight Watchers is that it is calorie restriction. It is basically telling you this is what you are allotted to eat a day, and after you have eaten this amount of calories, you don't eat anymore. And so if you follow any guideline like that, you could make any one of these. If you follow it, it will work.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, you have to watch the calories that you are bringing in.
I think
All right,
that's
so the
a
bottom
good
line, Dr. Cottle, on what? So now we've confused everybody. We've given them some ideas on what the hot trends are, but
Yes.
now people are sitting at home saying,
So
how
what
do
am
I
supposed to
figure out
do?
what I'm supposed to
Yeah,
do?
and I understand that there's a lot of diets. I mean, the good thing is about these top 3 diets, the DASH, the Mediterranean, and the flexitarian, they're actually relatively similar. I think we all 3, we like them all. I think, one diet is not right for everyone. If you're a diabetic, if you have high cholesterol, if you have high blood pressure, I may want you to do something different. So I always say, speak with your doctor first. That's not just a throw around phrase, super important. But in terms of these 3 diets, I'm actually a fan, and I recommend the DASH diet to my patients. I really do.
So whichever one is personally appealing to you,
Not
you'll
only
be
that,
fine with
but,
all of
but in
them.
terms of your health conditions, because if you're a diabetic, and I know we're going to talk about other diets soon, there are some regimens and eating patterns and diets I will not advise you to take on. And that matters. If you have kidney failure, if you have kidney problems, there are some things I'm going to ask you not to do.
If you have kidney failure, you should not be going off U.S. News and World Report. You should be talking to a medical professional
talking to your doctor.
about everything.
But
Give you the
I
last
think
word.
another point on that, though, is you want to also look at your diet history. What's worked
true.
for you and not worked
Yeah,
for
it's
you?
good.
Because if you've tried one diet that sounds amazing and is even top of the list here, but it hasn't worked for you in the past, then it's not going to be right for you.
Yeah.
So you have to
Because
really look
the
at your
diets
lifestyle.
always work when you first try them. It's whether they're sustainable
That's,
for you.
that's the key,
Exactly.
Megan.
That is
You
the
got to
key.
find something to sustain yourself. It's like these quick fix diets, they will work.
Right.
But
Right.
can you live a life that way?
Right.
That's the thing. Is like, with all due respect to Weight Watchers, you can't stay on Weight Watchers forever. You just can't. You
but
can't.
there are some people
But
who
you
stay
can't
on
eat
it
a
for a very
balanced
long
diet. It's
time
hard.
and they do well with it. But you're right. I think all
Hard.
diets sometimes are hard.
All right, that's why they shouldn't be a diet.
It's a motivation for you.
That's right.
All right, well, we're going to leave it at that. But tomorrow we're going to talk about the diet that lets you lose weight. Okay, thank you all so much for being here.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.